Okay, it is day number, I don't know anymore, actually. It's something like 9 or something. I'm just going to start giving out the actual date of the week. It's August 7th. I'm here downtown in Tenleytown, which is basically, one second. This is CIAville, right here where I am. I have been at the Apple store, talking to YouTube, Verizon store, you name it, for hours and all weekend because my account was blocked for some reason, taken down. Nobody's been able to figure it out. We've had to do these ridiculous processes, and I finally figured out, I think, what might be a trick for me to get the videos published. So I'm doing this one right now from Tenleytown, and I hope that it works. And we'll see in just a few minutes if I'm able to. If I am, then I will upload the videos I made on the Manafort trial on last Friday, 8.1, 8.2, 8.3, and I know 8.4 got put up there, and also some other videos I made that would not process. So I'll be doing that. I know the Manafort trial was today with Rick Gates being cross-examined, and I was dying to get there, but I couldn't because I've had to try to fix this, and for some reason somebody doesn't want me posting on YouTube about the things I'm talking about, but I'm going to continue and figure out a way to do it. So what I did hear about Paul Manafort's cross-examination of Rick Gates is that Paul Manafort's lawyer, Downing, reduced him to like a pile of tears, I think, pretty much. And got him to say, you know, he embezzled money from Paul Manafort, and on and on and on. So I'm going to try, now that my camera is working, to do some actual reporting and get some actual video and keep going with the story I was telling. I mean, the last one videotape that I was allowed to upload had me talking about the Ukrainian child trafficking, the NICU units, neonatal intensive care units that popped up all of a sudden after the coup that Hillary Clinton and friends, George Soros and friends that have 3 letters to represent them, pulled off in Ukraine. And Paul Manafort was the kind of the lobbyist that was helping out the I think his name is Yankovic, something to that effect, who is the current prime minister, and they were trying to overthrow him, and Paul Manafort was trying to help this guy win the election, and this guy is more friendly to Russia than the guy that Hillary Clinton wanted to install, because they wanted to take all the money and run the country, you know, into a mess like they have all the other countries, and they did. So, and then they stole the money, and they got transferred out of another bank, and on and on and on. And they set up all these NICU units, the surrogacy, you know, kind of forcing young girls or women to have babies and giving them away, and massive shallow graves have been found there, on and on and on, that I'm pretty aware that Paul Manafort knows a lot about this. And the selling off of the oil rights, gas rights that went to people like Joe Biden's son and the Senate, you know, I don't know if it's Foreign Affairs or, yes, I think it's the Senate Foreign Affairs unit. You know, everyone gets their piece of the pie of the country as they carve it up into a million pieces, and not really worry about the Ukrainians. When you hear them crying and whining about how much they care about the poor Ukrainians because of Russia and Putin gonna get them, then if you really want to find out what happened in Ukraine and what it was like before and after Hillary Clinton and Victoria Nuland and the State Department and all these different characters got their grubby little hands on that country's wealth, and all the death and destruction that has happened since then, the child trafficking, the organ harvesting, the forced preemies. I mean, I could really go on and on like I did the other day. So I don't have much to add from that. I'm going to head downtown to Washington, D.C. Now I'm just outside of it. I think this is like the Georgetown area in Tenleytown, but I'm heading downtown to DC and see what I can find out there. So hopefully I'll be able to upload this.